Hey, do you remember how we all felt during COVID? How scared we were? The rules, the regulations? Well, California has loosened COVID-19 regulations, happened last week. Under these new rules, if you are asymptomatic, you no longer need to isolate. And if you have symptoms, you can return to work as long as you are fever-free for 24 hours without medication. Honestly, nobody really knew what was going on at the start of all of this. And Vince, as you lean into the camera, you buy this?
Yeah, we're all geniuses now.
Yeah.
But no, it's the extreme issues that we were having with that virus are over. Probably a year or more ago, we could have gone on this 24-hour watch and allowing people to come back to work early. Or we created some really bad habits in the United States, in California, and that's the most upsetting part of the way that Newsom shut down the state.
What do you think,
in my
Rich?
opinion?
Well, we lived through this horrific combination of government interference in people's lives. At the same time, the people that were, as you point out, Fred, eloquently, like Nancy Pelosi, that was telling people that they had to stay at home. They were out there getting their hair done. You had all these morning drive news anchors that are making like $1 million a month, telling people to not go to work, don't go to church, don't do this, don't do that. It was a disaster. And I don't think we'll ever, as a nation, as a citizenry, I don't think we'll ever put up with that again, Fred.
Well, now, things have changed. And if you're asymptomatic, you can go to work. Back then, you couldn't go to work. And
Right.
by the way, anybody that contracted COVID, it was awful. And people lost their lives. So we're not trying to make light of that. At least I'm not. But what I'm saying
No,
is,
we're not making light of it.
Yeah.
But we were told by the people that supposedly in the know that once you get vaccinated, the disease stops there. I heard Rachel Maddow say that over and over again. Once you're vaccinated, the disease stops there. And then we find out a lot of people got it after they were vaccinated anyway.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
The problem is that we were lied to so much, Fred, that it's hard for us to figure out anymore when the government is lying or telling the truth. It's very difficult.
Well, at this point, we do know that I guess nearly 100% of the nation has either they had COVID or they received the vaccination. So they're naturally immune or they've got the vaccination immunity. So we're dealing with a virus now, just another type of virus.
I got to tell you something. When you talk about this, honestly, I took every shot. I worked at iHeartMedia and I was at NBC in Los Angeles, and they were required. I took every shot because we were required to. I got it. I got it.
Right.
I took every shot and I got it. So
Right.
now the rules have changed and things are different. We all know a little more. And if you or a loved one really came down with it and were affected harshly by it, our thoughts are with you.